Welcome back. Daylight saving is this weekend, which means it will start to get darker earlier. Here to talk about seasonal affective disorder is psychiatrist Dr. Daniel Bober. Thank you so much for being here with us this morning, doctor.
Great to be here.
So talk to us about what is seasonal affective disorder.
Well, when most people think about seasonal affective disorder, they think about the winter blues, right? They think about shorter days, excessive sleep, excessive carbohydrate cravings, gaining weight. But there is actually another variant of seasonal affective disorder called the summer variant, which is less well understood and less well studied, that is actually associated with excessive heat, right? And so, where we think that the winter variant has to do with reduced sunlight, the belief is, at least like in places like Florida, that the heat itself can contribute to problems with mental health.
Seasonal depression that people up north experience, but we're dealing with it here in Florida because of the heat.
Absolutely, because when there's increased heat, there can be increased rates of depression, increased suicidal feelings, actually increases in aggression, in crime. So that excessive heat can also disrupt sleep, which also leads to mental health problems.
Why is that, doctor?
Well, because as we know, when it's hot outside, some people find that very irritating. It causes disruptions in their mood, disruptions in their sleep. And whereas the winter variant is associated with people sleeping a lot, gaining weight, craving carbohydrates, the summer variant is the opposite. It's actually associated with weight loss, restlessness, and disruptions in melatonin production.
So who suffers the most from this, and what are some of the signs and symptoms?
So the signs and symptoms would be, again, instead of sleeping too much, not getting enough sleep, increases in irritability, depression, and these are all things that are part of depression and can be treated either with medication or with therapy. But whereas the winter variant is treated also with what's called a light box, which stimulates or simulates sunlight, the summer variant is treated more like standard depression.
How serious of a problem is this?
So again, we don't have exact numbers because it hasn't been studied as much. But again, people should try to get treatment if it's affecting their daily functioning. For example, their relationships, their sleep, any changes in weight. Anytime it gets to the point where it's affecting your daily functioning, it becomes a focus of clinical attention.
Dr. Bober, thank you so much for being here with us this morning. If you would like more information or to watch this interview again, you can head to our website, WPBF.com, or download our free WPBF 25 News app.